This is daughter finds mother's decapitated body in backyard. Appreciate y'all.
Police, just come outside. How you doing? Is Martha here?
No, she's probably at her boyfriend's house.
30 days ago, 53-year-old David Callahan killed his girlfriend, Martha, and buried her body in his own backyard. David thinks he's gotten away with his horrific crime. Martha was mentally ill, had few friends, and no one was supposed to come looking for her.
How's the volume
Martha's
for y'all?
daughter, Kim, was the only person concerned about her mother's whereabouts.
If I come up missing or dead, there's no accident. And he has told her before, I'm gonna get your ass and nobody's ever gonna find you.
What's your concern?
That he killed her.
Kim thinks David had something to do with her mother's disappearance, but with no proof of a crime, officers don't believe her.
Would you have been surprised at all if she's laying dead in there? No. Or shoved in a tub?
Well, nothing surprises.
Yeah, that's like a horror movie.
However, in the weeks that follow, Kim will do everything in her power to find Martha, force police to act, and lead them to one of the most gruesome discoveries of their lives.
Seems like a body part.
Go ahead, drop a subscription to Dr. Insanity. You guys like some true crime? Give him his props,
In the early hours of a Monday morning, police in Akron receive a call from a woman asking for a restraining order against.
No, they never take restraining orders serious. There's too many true crimes where it's like, I need a restraining order. Well, we'll try and get it done. What the hell's a piece of paper do? Like, these people just need to be separated fully, and you need to be under protection. Anything. Like, they don't take these shit too serious anymore.
Against her boyfriend. The caller is 53-year-old Martha Robin Freytag. She's already known to officers for her history of schizophrenia and the
in case you guys don't know, my mother was schizophrenic, so this is probably gonna piss me right off. So let's go ahead.
Frequent domestic disputes involving her boyfriend, David Callahan. Their relationship was unstable, constantly breaking up and getting back together, leaving officers unsure whether each new call was a real emergency or just another one of their fights. But this time would be different, because when officers arrive at the couple's house, they have no idea that a murder will take place just minutes from now. And this will be the last time Martha is ever seen
They were there the
alive.
night of the murder? I'm telling you, dude, they don't take this shit serious.
No, I don't like that. I know, I really don't like it.
Hi.
Hi, what's going on?
Huh? Did you call us? Yes, I did. Okay.
What's going on?
I'm going to reinstate something I had 14 months ago. Statute of limitation, I think, beside me is 10 years, right?
So you want to restate something you already said,
Yes.
and they're already investigating it, and you're just telling us about it again, is that correct?
Well, I don't know if they're investigating or not. All I know is I got a restraining order from them in the night. I've been waiting for her to get some mental help, because he's supposed to go down the first path. First of all, it wasn't supposed to be explored at all.
As Martha speaks, her words are scattered, and she makes little sense to officers. Her behavior just seems erratic.
Probably because it's a schizophrenic woman who's dealing with a domestic violence case right now. Probably be a little more like
another episode of
keep my words
confusion
to
or
myself,
paranoia.
because I don't
But
know
in
how it actually
reality,
goes.
Martha is masking genuine fear that officers don't pick up on. Because what they don't know is that her boyfriend, David, is standing inside the house, waiting.
They didn't even look around the corner. My dude is peeking around the corner. Nah, you gotta be shitting me, dude. That is I've seen some bad cases, but you're telling me that
For the
unless she
moment,
like refuses to let
officers
him in or
drive
something out of
off,
fear or
so he
something,
can
then
make sure
maybe we
this
can
is the
justify it. But
last time she ever calls them.
You come out because you guys are mad at me, right? I got a restraining order against him, and then I don't know. What are you doing over there?
I'm talking to you,
And why are you over there like that?
because I want to be.
Okay. Well, I'll
disrespectful to someone who called you because she's getting beat on. Bro.
talk to the guy downtown.
No respect for the cops at this
Okay.
point. They better change my mind.
As strange as it looks, officers don't think much of the interaction. They walk
And
away,
they didn't change my
dismissing
mind.
Martha as unstable, unaware they've just left her
Carelessness.
alone with the very man who's about to kill her.
And then anyone who's saying, why didn't she just say he's here? Why didn't she say he's that? Blah, blah, blah. When you're schizophrenic, your mind don't even work right. If you get put in a high stress situation, everything fails. You just start freaking out. Everything goes away. Seen it 1,000 times. There's no reason that those cops shouldn't have taken that more serious. They should have known about her history with mental health. They should have known about all of it before even showing up at the door.
In the hours after police left, David snapped. Inside, he was furious that Martha called the police on him again. He grabbed a wooden axe handle and struck her in a fit of rage. When she collapsed, he wrapped a rope around her neck and pulled until she stopped moving. Once Martha was dead, David sealed her.
In case any of you guys don't know, to strangle someone, it takes minutes. It's not a small act. To do something like that to someone, you're beyond repair. There's no rehabilitation for you.
Her body inside a plastic bag and waited for nightfall. Then, under the cover of darkness, he carried her outside, burned her body, and buried it in a shallow pit behind the house.
No one smelled it?
It was over. A woman with schizophrenia, few friends, and a history of false alarms. No one would ever come looking for her.
Were they
What he
false alarms, or were
completely
they not fully
overlooked
investigated
is that Martha's
alarms?
daughter Kim will soon be on to him.
Because, but say, how the hell
slowly
does she
solving her
know
own
that he's
mother's
possibly
brutal
killing her if all of them were false? That's just not possible.
Over the next few days, Martha stops responding to everyone, including her daughter, Kim. And after several days of silence and no sign of her mother, Kim contacts police explaining that something bad may have happened to Martha. Officers arrange to meet her at the house later that day to check on her mother's welfare. But when Kim and her husband arrive to meet the officers, it quickly seems that their concerns won't be taken seriously at all.
Neither is a cousin of ours. She calls all the time. Her brother that she calls all the time. Nobody's heard from her.
She lives here?
Yeah.
Have you been in?
Drop Akron, please.
I came earlier knocked and banged on the door. And
No
she
wonder
was having
Youngstown's the new
locked off with her
Chicago.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
At some point, there was some kind of protection order, and I don't know. Against
I mean,
him.
I live in
She's
Austintown,
paranoid
not even
schizophrenic,
near
so I went
Youngstown,
around to different
and I got
hospitals
ring alerts every
everywhere
night
to
about
see if she
gunshots
was
because it's getting so
psychiatric
bad.
unit.
Yeah.
I can't. Everybody says no, she's not here. But I know that there's been a lot going on between her and her boyfriend, and
Okay.
he has made death threats to her. So
That's okay.
he has made threats to her that he was going to make sure nobody ever found her.
Yeah.
According to Kim, Martha's boyfriend, David, was the most likely suspect in her disappearance. In addition to the death threats, police also knew David had a lengthy criminal history and outstanding warrants for drug abuse, theft, and trespassing, making him someone officers needed to question right away. But before the officers could get a full story from Kim, a sudden noise from inside the house put them instantly on high alert.
You don't have a key to her place? What was that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, earlier the air conditioner was on, but now it's
There
not.
we go. Sorry, guys, had to switch the stream info over real quick.
Akron Police!
Unbeknownst to the officer, the sound wasn't just his imagination. It was David hiding in silence and waiting for the police to leave. But this is when the officers would make their first critical mistake. Despite the very real possibility that Martha was in active danger, they
That's not their first mistake. Their first mistake was not opening the door and checking when there was a guy standing right next to the door. That's their first mistake.
would give Kim the worst piece of advice.
Then
No
what
need to
happens
worry.
with like a missing persons report or whatever?
But she is a grown woman. However, she has these, the paranoid schizophrenia issues. If for whatever reason she has gone into this state where she doesn't want anybody to contact her, even family, the hospital is legally not allowed to tell anybody anything, even her kin. I just don't think we're quite at the heightened alert level that.
Dude, I told you, because she's schizophrenic, they're not going to take it serious, and they think she's just going crazy. She's just going crazy. Schizophrenic people don't just go crazy like that. And if they do, you can see it in their eyes that they're having an episode.
That we need to force entry or do anything like that. Yeah, you know
Well,
what I mean?
the way that she calls us constantly kind of
Yeah.
gives me a
Yeah,
sense of foul play.
she calls.
Yeah.
I mean, she's always every
It
day
doesn't
calls
matter,
her
yeah.
brother.
Always.
When did it stop?
Well, her brother said she stopped about a month ago. My cousin said 2 weeks, but I don't know.
I'm thinking
about a month for
because
everybody.
she still called my phone every day, leaving voicemails.
Yeah.
While the officer's explanation is factually accurate, the suggestion not to file a missing persons report will prove to be a serious oversight, and it won't take long before Kim realizes she's been inadvertently coerced into making a grave mistake.
I don't care, man. If it's my mother and you tell me not to file a report, I'm just gonna start throwing hands. I would've been so mad, dude.
For now, though, officers leave the scene, letting Kim carry on her own investigation. For the next few days, she keeps calling Martha and David, but with neither of them answering their phones. Growing increasingly worried, Kim begins gathering information on her own. She learns that David has recently been seen at a place where he worked on and off, so she contacts police once again, urging them to check it out. Following up on Kim's tip, a group of officers are dispatched to investigate. What they hear about David will finally start to give her suspicions some credibility.
How you doing? You guys know David? Probably in his 50s.
What's the girl's name?
Callaghan or something? I think his last Callaghan.
Have you seen Martha or Robin? Martha or Robin?
I don't even know those two names.
You don't know who those are?
Not that much.
You just saw David move in
Yeah,
over
you
here.
said his girlfriend was in jail or something, but she was.
That they don't live.
I don't remember.
But he's in like his 50s?
Yeah.
But he's lying about location.
Not the new guy that lived in here. Think, what about Yay High? Dave. Baldwin kind of guy.
He's older. Yeah, probably.
His name. Hey, what is that dude's name, Danny? Dave? What? That's so cool. The guy that was getting on my nerves the other night.
Yeah, his name's David too.
We got a whole bunch of Davids around here.
Yeah.
We could pull up a picture and see if you guys. I think we're gonna try to find one.
If you're going there looking for someone, why do you not even have a picture of them?
Not that Dave.
That's how the David stays here. Does he come around here?
This guy?
Yeah.
He's been around before. He's done work for him and stuff.
But he's not the one who lives here.
I ain't seen him today.
When was the last time you saw him?
I just need to get it out
Yeah,
of
you
my
got
car.
I ain't been there.
This week? Last week?
Something like that. Right.
Cool.
Good 3-4 days. I didn't
3-4 days?
process them. So.
He said he saw him 3 or 4 days ago, maybe.
According to the workers, they've seen David in recent days, meaning he's still in the area. Now, police just need to locate him and ask him where Martha might be. Despite this lead, officers still sound convinced Martha will eventually turn up on her own and David is just another name in a domestic dispute. Unbeknownst to them, this
He's
is
dead in
giving
the
David
backyard.
exactly what he wants. Time. Because as the case stalls, he's keeping a low profile, only leaving Martha's house at night and using the lack of scrutiny to cover his tracks and refine his story. And over the next several weeks, what began as one oversight will snowball into a series of missteps that will cripple the investigation and ultimately pave the way to a discovery far more tragic than anyone imagined. The following week.
You guys saw that, right? 25 days. How is she missing for 25 days? And they never
After
took it
repeated
serious?
calls and pressure from Kim, police finally agreed to conduct another welfare check. This time, however, they make another critical error. They
Oh
send a
my
new pair of
God.
officers unfamiliar with the full context of the case.
Why
This is where
wouldn't
the
you
mistake
inform
of
them?
not filing a missing persons report catches up with the police and causes David to slip off the hook again.
It doesn't.
What
Yeah, they
the
didn't add any
fuck?
notes. It just said that they were here. Well, it was actually, it came in as a missing person. because-
Okay, that's probably the daughter then. 'cause the
Yeah, but
daughter's
then it said she checked okay, and there was no report made, so they must have had contact.
No, the police told you not to make a report. You guys are the reason there was no report. Oh, I've never been this mad over a cop video. I mean,
If it
I've
came
dealt
in
with
as a
incompetence
missing
with the
person,
police
they cleared it without a
before.
report number.
I've
That
watched
means
too
they
many
determined
videos
where
not
she
to.
was at.
Exactly. That's what I was.
Yeah.
After only a few unanswered knocks, officers decide to leave the scene, assuming that since no missing person report was filed, someone must have already made contact with Martha. This is exactly why dissuading Kim from filing a report had been such a catastrophic blunder.
I was about to say,
So
you literally
with no
directed
sign
her
of
not
Martha
to,
or
and
David,
then said because
and police
there's no
convinced
missing
nothing
report
is
that
wrong,
we're not gonna
the
do
investigation quietly stalls. Days pass with
This
no
pissed me off, I'm not gonna
progress,
lie.
until eventually the case goes cold. A week passes, and it seems Martha might never be found, as police have completely written off her disappearance. But then something strange starts to happen. Kim begins receiving response messages from her mother. The texts are brief and unsettling. I'm busy. I'm with my friends. I'm fine. It doesn't sound like her mother, and something about the way she's texting feels off to Kim. Growing suspicious, Kim asks police to meet with her again.
Man, you see it all
This
the time. Like, they always
demand-
try to take and act like they're texting from the other person's phone, but they never think to look back at the text and see how someone texts. Like, it's always so stupid.
demanding that they break in and check the house, or
Appreciate
she'll do
y'all
it
for joining.
herself.
I'd like to make an official missing persons here.
Okay.
'Cause I've talked to so many officers, everybody she knows.
Previously,
her
and they told her not to
friends,
file the
family,
missing report, and
none
then
of
didn't
them
do a
has
welfare
seen her
check
face or
because there was
talked
no
to her in
missing
over a
report.
month. So I was sending her messages from her mother's phone, say, "This is your daughter. I want to know where you're at." "Oh, I'm at the Kingdom Hall in Kent with friends." I said, "Okay, stay there. I'm coming right now." "Oh, I'm not there. You don't know where I am." "Well, you just said you were there. Where are you?" "Oh, I'm eating now." The way she types is completely different. She says
Yep.
she's angry at the family.
But the issue is we were pounding on the door earlier and no one answered.
'Cause she's
We
dead.
didn't have enough to kick the door in and go look for her.
She owns this property. If I need to break in here with you guys here, and if you think she'll press charges on me, that's fine. I want to know what happened to her. She's not going to press charges on me. That's not a
And
problem.
she has mental illness.
Yes, she does,
And is
but
she
she
taking her
is.
you know if she's taking her meds?
No, I don't know.
She hasn't
But
had contact
I do
with her
know
mother.
that she does not do this kind of thing. The last time her mother talked to her, she was walking through this field over here and told my grandmother, "If I come up missing or dead, it is no accident." And she said it to me. This has been said to us several times, and he has told her.
She also told the police, and the police said, "Oh, she has schizophrenia. Don't make a missing persons report." Fucking incompetent.
Before, I'm gonna get your ass, and nobody's ever gonna find you.
What's your concern?
That he killed her.
Yeah.
Kim appears confident that she has solved her mother's disappearance, accusing her lover, David, of both murder and impersonation. While officers still doubt Kim's story, they agree to break into the house, if only to put her mind at ease.
Yeah.
But what awaits them inside will leave Kim even more furious with police, making her question whether they are truly on her side.
But then they're already not. You had a restraining order. She called him over with a restraining order. Dude was hiding behind the door. They completely ignored it. Then you went yourself to make a missing person report on your mother, and they completely told you not to do it. They don't care at all. It's an inconvenience for them to show up and do their job.
Day 1 in this shirt. Day 2 in these pants.
You're not gonna get another day out of it.
Day 3.
Supposed to be a big black dog that might not be friendly.
You ain't gonna put me back on the call on the phone, or could you generate a new one for that 31?
Sure. He's good. He didn't get you already.
Police, anybody in here?
Ask the police. Somebody's been here because the bell's taken in. I mean,
Oh, he's been here. The question
What are we
is
gonna
what he
find?
did to her. Not a single pair of her shoes anywhere around here.
If I were you, I mean, I'm not telling you how to feel, but this would be a relief. You know, she's not here, but it doesn't look like there's any sign of distress or, you know, all of her stuff's not
I know.
thrown around.
First sign of distress, really, is the fact that there's no Pepsi in that refrigerator.
So that means she hasn't been staying here.
No, she has not been here. I'm telling you, he has done something to her. I know it.
Inside the
cops
house,
just don't wanna
police
believe it.
find no sign
Why?
of Martha or her belongings, something Kim finds deeply suspicious. Still, the officer reassures her that everything is fine and there are no obvious signs of foul play. However, as police exit the house, an officer makes an offhand remark that reveals what they really think happened to
I'm here.
Martha.
I'm here.
Would you have been surprised at all if she's laying dead in there? Or shoved in a tub?
Yes, I would have been surprised.
You would have been?
Yeah. Nothing surprises. That would have surprised me.
Although officers briefly consider the worst case scenario for Martha, their tone makes it
They cover
clear
his
they
body
don't
cam?
really believe it. Even with Kim insisting that something
way.
is wrong, their doubt remains. And when Kim insists on filing a missing person report, something that should have been done weeks ago, officers still seem convinced there is no real cause for alarm.
She has been missing for almost, what, a month now? They literally already told her not to make a missing person report. You had another cop come to do a welfare check. They didn't check because they said there was nothing wrong. They had not seen any report. So let her make the fucking report.
I need to make an official report.
Yeah, that can happen. That's not a problem. But it's gonna
Yeah.
be very vague.
Alright.
I don't give
know
a
what to
fuck
think
how
about
vague
none
it
of her
is.
stuff being in that house. Shoes. She always had shoes all over right there with his, too. Alright, this is the report, and I can go get a hard copy. And what do? I mean, just keep. If I hear any more texts,
I mean, it's pretty much pointless unless it's pointless talking to him anymore at this point.
I guess this is what happens. I mean, but.
Just let us know if you think she's somewhere and we
Say
can go check
it.
for her. Okay?
Tell them they're
By
incompetent.
now, you can hear the hopelessness in Kim's voice. It seems like her investigation has hit a dead end as she watches officers leave once again, advising her to call if new information comes up. But a few hours later, one officer decides to return and speak with the neighbors, hoping to learn where David or Martha might be. It's a small decision, but one that quietly marks the first step.
Alright, can we just say, much respect to that cop. He seems to be the only cop on the whole entire Akron police force that decided to take this serious, decided that this could be a problem, and went ahead and checked it out. Why is there police stations full of 75 bad cops and one good cop? It makes no sense, but that's... Welcome to
turning
America.
things around for police, because one of the neighbors he talks to is unknowingly holding a piece of information about David that will finally confirm Kim's claims.
Do you know anything about this house next door?
There's some woman that used to live in there. She asked me a couple of times for some money or some cigarettes. I told her I didn't smoke. Why, what's going on?
Well, someone sent us out here to check on her, and she's not answering the door. Does she have a car or anything, you know?
I don't think so.
She's
She
schizophrenic.
was
She
walking
probably can't drive.
first time I started cutting the grass.
How you doing? You been living in the garage here?
You want to call it a living?
Where do you sleep at?
Good.
Do you know who lives here?
Robin Freitag, I think.
When did you see her
Why
last?
are so many people in this
About 4
situation like
weeks
this,
ago.
man? I feel
You
bad
haven't
for
seen
that
her
guy.
in 4 weeks.
No, last
Have
time
you seen him over there?
Oh, yeah.
Does he drive a car?
No,
Is he home now?
I have no idea.
Okay.
The neighbor's statement finally confirms what Kim's been suspecting all along.
Mom's gone, but David's
hasn't
back.
disappeared. He's been coming and going from the house while police and Kim struggled to reach him. With that information, police begin coordinating surveillance around the property, assigning patrol units to quietly monitor the area and wait for the moment David shows up again. 2 days later, the opportunity finally comes when officers spot a car parked beside the house, the first sign of activity in days. They approach carefully.
So is the neighbor just like also incompetent, or was he lying too? Because he just said that he hasn't seen a car, neither of them drive, and there's a car right next to the house. So, I mean, I don't want to think the worst, but I mean, in this situation, it's kind of about time to start doing that. They haven't followed a single fucking thing.
Hoping to finally make contact with Martha and put Kim's fears to rest. However, the person they're about to find is the very suspect they've been unknowingly helping all along. But before we get to that, you know those days where you just can't get anything done and nothing you try fixes it?
Hey,
Most people blame
since we're reacting to this video, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna watch this ad for him.
But a big issue a lot of guys miss is testosterone, and that is often based on your micronutrient intake. Here are 3 powerful micronutrients backed by science that can help boost your T levels naturally. Himalayan shilajit, a natural humic resin long used for vitality. It's associated with stamina, recovery, focus, and drive. Micro gold particles. These are known to supercharge absorption, helping your body actually use what you take. Fulvic acid, which has over 85 trace minerals that are essential for hormone production. The original resin combines all 3 real Himalayan shilajit, micro gold particles, and fulvic acid. It is 100% authentic, organic, and it works. If you're tired of feeling tired, this is your sign. Link in the description, limited time discount available. Try it and feel the difference in just a few weeks. With that said, let's get back to the scene, where officers are about to come face to face with the man they've been searching for all this time.
Now, I swear, if they end up leaving this dude's house again, I'm gonna lose it. Like, this better be the time they find her. I mean, we still got like 20 minutes left in the video, so I highly doubt it, but that's insane. So what, is this like the 5th time they've checked now and we still ain't got nothing?
How you doing? Is Martha here?
She's probably at her boyfriend's house.
What's your name, bud? David. David Callahan? All right, come on down here for me. Why do you think she's at her boyfriend's house?
Oh, that's where she stays most of the time.
Where's that at?
I don't know. I don't even know who it is, really.
Are you the only one here?
Yep.
I mean, she's here maybe a couple times a week anymore. I mean, we've actually been split up for a year. I mean, she's schizophrenic. She's been on and off her medication I don't know how many times.
This is David Callahan, the man Kim had been desperately trying to warn the police about. According to him, Martha was not at the house, but at her new boyfriend.
Schizophrenia.
But now David is about to surprise the officers, explaining why they shouldn't necessarily take Martha's family's word at face value.
Please say something stupid. Please say something stupid.
Daughter's fighting again.
604 to computer. Well,
that's absolute bullshit. If these cops believe from him that him and his daughter, I mean her and her daughter were fighting, but didn't believe her daughter 6 times when she said that he also said to her grandma if something happens he did it, then I'm gonna fucking
part of the reason we're out here because no one in her family's talked to her since July.
I don't know how. I know she's texted her.
When's the last time you talked to her?
I don't know, probably 5-6 days ago, maybe.
Where was that at?
It was here.
And Martha's not in the house right now.
No, I mean, we can come in a month.
Obviously, we're concerned about Martha, like you said, if she's off her meds and everything.
Right.
We'd like to find her. Right now, she's missing person, so we'd like to.
I didn't know it was all that. Just, I mean,
You didn't know it was all that.
Well, missing person because her and the family, they've fallen out numerous times. You know, the family has just gone as far as changing their phone numbers and not giving them to her. They've treated her horribly over the years.
Yeah.
And her not talking to him right now doesn't surprise me.
David claims Kim is not a trustworthy person and has never gotten along with Martha. With David tarnishing Kim's character and Kim doing the same to David, the officers weren't sure whose story to believe. But this is when the officer would get a brilliant idea.
I can tell you his story to believe. Probably the person who immediately came to you trying to find their mother and told you numerous times. Probably not the person who hid from you for an extremely long time and did not allow you to go and find him, or ask questions, or enter his house.
They knew David had outstanding warrants, something they could use as reasonable grounds to detain him. Their next move would catch David off guard and prove to be the police's smartest decision yet.
Did you get your warrants taken care of?
No, I need to get down there and take care of them. I got a couple missing here once.
Take him in.
Actor?
Take him in.
Well, we're going to help you out with that today. If you still have those warrants, we'll send you down to court. You can get them taken care of today. All right, here's what we're going to do. If it's all right with you, we're going to walk through. We'll let you get some clothes, and then you're going to go down to court and get these warrants taken care of.
I got a big dog in here.
No problem. Do you get the whole thing?
Yeah, nothing but the thing.
Do you do the returns, or do I do that later?
Adam will do it, or whoever's up for
Okay.
Following his arrest, David is transported to the station and placed in jail, but not for murder. The only thing holding him there are his unrelated warrants. For investigators, this is a temporary win that will quickly turn into a problem. Because despite finally having David in custody, they know their case against him is painfully weak. There's no body, no confession, not even physical evidence proving Martha is dead. Weeks of police inaction and hesitation have left detectives with little more than suspicion, and time is running out. So to make up for it, they decide to hold David as long as legally possible under the existing warrants, hoping they could buy themselves time to rebuild the case and find something concrete. Detectives don't know it yet, but the clue they so desperately need to solve the case won't come from their investigation, but from Martha's own family.
Oh my gosh.
Several days later, while David remains in custody, Martha's family receives a mysterious message.
What?
The anonymous note reads, if he was going to get rid of someone, he would bury them in the backyard. At first...
How long do you know that? Like, that ain't just if he was going to. That's you straight up saying, hey, you should probably take a look in the backyard because the body's there.
No one knew what to
Who
make
was
of it.
this?
It could be a cruel prank or maybe a genuine tip. Either way, Martha's cousin Angela and a few relatives contact police and ask them to meet at the property. For the first time in the investigation, the police and Martha's family finally joined forces.
Let's go.
Who's the caller? You are? What made you come to think it was...
They came and arrested him, I believe it was Thursday. On Friday, they arrested him on other charges, contempt, and they're holding for like 30 days on contempt. So they questioned him about this two times, I think. I got a text message. Here, I've been putting these flyers up on all the poles, and I get a text message.
A sergeant and a couple other units coming here.
If he was ever to get rid of someone, we would bury them across the fence in the very backyard.
I know her role. You came over with her, and what did you do?
Come over to dig because she suspected some stuff going on back there. And, I hope it's not her, but there's something there.
Yeah.
With police now briefed on the situation, officers begin coordinating a search of the property, focusing on the backyard.
If the daughter shows up, it's not going to be nice. If the daughter shows up, she's going to fucking lose it. And she has every right to. If I showed up and you were digging up my dead mom after I told you that she was missing for many days, I don't know, man. I'm not responsible for anything I do, and that is all
mentioned in the message, while others canvass the neighborhood, looking for anyone who might have seen something suspicious. As the search gets underway, word of the mysterious message quickly makes its way back to the station. Detectives realize this could be their only real lead and decide to seize the opportunity to question David again. However, David isn't stupid. He's already denied any involvement in Martha's disappearance, and he knows that acting clueless won't convince detectives he has nothing to hide. He also knows that as long as he keeps denying everything and doubles down on blaming Martha's family, there's nothing detectives can pin on him. Clearly, the stakes couldn't be higher on both sides.
Last month.
So, I didn't see, she had a restraining order against you? A TPO or a CPO?
Says temporary.
TPO?
It lasted like 6 months, I think.
Did you get arrested? Because you...
No, here's the thing.
Yeah, explain
she's called the cops on me half a dozen times.
For a good
I've
reason.
never raised a hand to her. She's never had a scratch on her. Any report you would read will tell you the same thing. She gets mad and I leave. She thinks I'm out humping everything with a pulse out there that's female. That's just why she originally got mad at me. She just wanted to argue all the time. And I just felt, leaving a day or two at a time, would just calm everything down. And it normally did. I mean, we've always worked things on, but I don't understand why she's not back around. I really don't.
Because you killed her and cut off her head, you fucking psychopath.
I mean, we've had problems over the years. Like I said, we've been together since 2002.
Sure.
Everybody has them.
Thought you said you were split up for a year. Forget you told him that?
Yeah, everyone's got problems. That's for damn sure. So then I guess your theory is, Dave, that she's staying with whoever she's dating, this new person, not at the house. Is that what you're saying?
As expected,
Bullshit, yeah.
David sticks to his story, insisting Martha is with her new boyfriend. Detectives have little evidence to work with. He decides to take control of the conversation and tarnish Martha's character, paint her as unstable, and dismiss her disappearance as the result of her own mental state. Detectives can't push back without proof or a body, and every minute they let him talk, he builds a stronger defense for himself.
Makes sense.
One that might just help him walk free in court.
I believe she's relapsed on, back to smoke crack again.
No, she's a crackhead.
I found paraphernalia at the house.
Probably yours, you fucking psycho.
Tomorrow's her birthday. I tried, 3 or 4 times over the last couple of years to get her the 3-day evaluation or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
The police would come out, the paramedics. She'd be standing on this porch, screaming at them. screaming at me. They told me she don't fit the criteria for the evaluation. Well, what does?
Can't be homicidal.
So she have to stab me in my sleep or do something, really crazy?
Yeah.
And they say, well, she's an adult, we can't take her medication, so why don't you leave?
Though it didn't sound like her and Kim had some problems too.
Absolutely. I mean, they would go months on end without speaking to each other. I mean, it was at one
Bullshit.
point, Robin didn't even have a phone number to talk to her mom and dad or her for periods of time.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely true. I sensed they had some hard times now and then, and it sounded like she communicated with her a lot through her Facebook Messenger.
The mention of Martha's Facebook messages
Oh,
clearly
shit.
catches David off.
Y'all see him fucking clam up? Let's go.
Already accused him of impersonating her mother weeks earlier. But that isn't the only surprise waiting for him. Detectives have been holding something back. Evidence they saved for this exact moment. When David was first arrested, police recovered Martha's phone from inside the house, along with several of her security checks that he'd allegedly withdrawn. So with David already on edge, her security checks recovered Martha's phone from inside the house, along with several of her security checks that he'd allegedly withdrawn.
How? Was he our beneficiary? There's no fucking way. How was he cashing those and getting away with it? That makes absolutely no sense. My brother was the beneficiary for my mom, and he had to literally be at the bank. Like, there's no way you can't get whoo, got me heated over here. Whoo, you can't get a disability check. If you're diagnosed with schizophrenia, you are no longer able to cash your own because you're not seen mentally fit to be able to take care of your own money. So you have to have a beneficiary. So tell me how the fuck this dude was out here cashing her check.
So with David already on edge, detectives decide to push their advantage and confront him with what they claim is hard evidence. It's a risky gamble. If they push too hard, David could demand a lawyer and shut down the interview entirely. But if the pressure works, he might finally slip, contradict himself, or even confess.
Yeah, I mean, obviously her family's real worried about her and loves her a lot, and I can see that you love her a lot, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
well, Dave, I think there's some little piece missing here, bud. That's what I think. And I think you
ain't
feel
missing
better
a
if you
piece.
just
You're
told
missing the
us
whole
what it
fucking
is.
puzzle.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Well, I think there's a little bit more to the story.
Why'd they leave? Oh, hold on. I forgot to even fucking mention this. Why did they leave the house without digging up the backyard if there was... I don't give a fuck. If you have a report that someone's buried in the backyard, dig it up. You find nothing? Cool. Move on. You check that box, brother. Like, what are we doing?
Okay, well, I have.
Don't you think you'd feel better if you told us
I don't
the
really
truth,
care.
Dave? Let it
Let's
go?
just do lie.
Story, Dave. And as you know, that is your girlfriend, the love of your life, Robin.
Come on. Let's admit it.
Farce that Robin is still around.
Come on.
Tell us the part about being on her phone, pretending that you're her.
Huh.
Yep.
Tell us about
I
that
don't have her phone.
Where's her
I
phone?
I don't know.
You know where her phone is.
No, I don't.
You
Yes,
put it.
you
We
do.
found it where you put it. Why don't you just tell us the truth of what happened? You'll feel better.
Did you guys share a
feel
bedroom?
better.
I don't have a phone.
Did you guys share a bedroom?
At one time, yeah.
Needless to say, David is starting to visibly get worked up over the accusations. He's defensive, irritated, but still talking. Luckily for detectives, he doesn't seem close to shutting down or asking for a lawyer, but they can tell they've pushed the limit for now. If they press any harder, the interview could end before they get anything useful.
I was about to say, as much
So
as I want him to
detectives
go
decide
in,
to take
they
a
really
break,
can't.
let David step
They gotta
outside
take
for
a
a
second.
smoke, hoping it will calm him down and make him more willing to cooperate when he returns.
More willing to snitch on himself? I don't
In the
think so.
meantime, back at Martha's residence...
Oh, let's go. The cops didn't leave. Oh, my God. All right. Whew. I was about to be heated, dude. They stayed. They actually took a call serious. Wow. We're learning. Let's go.
might have seen or heard something useful. That's when a familiar face approaches one of the officers, the same neighbor from days earlier who'd reported seeing David coming and going from the house. This time, he shares a chilling detail about the days following Martha's disappearance.
There's a fire pit back there of some sort.
Right.
But, you know, I didn't even know she was missing until a few days ago.
I mean, had you noticed any activity by anybody back there in the backyard recently?
Just the guy who lived there.
What was he doing?
In the middle of the night was burning things. Because I could smell it. The horrible stench from everywhere.
I told you, dude. I fucking called it. There's no way that he burnt a body in the backyard and no one smelled it. That's the same thing like the fucking town in Germany right outside Auschwitz when they're like, we didn't do anything. There's no way you didn't smell the bodies burning, bro.
Trash day, so.
The woman there is the cousin of the woman who's missing.
That's crazy.
Okay.
She's been missing about 30 days. Somebody sent her a message saying, check the backyard for your cousin.
You're kidding.
According to David's neighbor, every night he could see flames rising from David's backyard, accompanied by a horrendous smell. Acting on this information, officers request firefighters, EMS, and forensic teams to assist at the scene, treating the backyard as a potential crime scene in case human remains are found. And as the teams prepare to begin the search,
they finally took something
one
fucking
could have
serious.
expected they were only feet away from confirming the horrific nightmare Kim had feared all along.
Pretty positive it's a body buried under their fire pit. They dug it up, and you can see what looks like to be about a knee or an elbow. And you touch it, you can tell it's something. We didn't really dig
She
it
sat there
anymore.
for a month because you guys are incompetent.
You tell me.
Well, here's the deal. Highly suspicious. Seems like a body part, but we didn't want to dig it out anymore till you guys got here.
Yeah.
I think, you know, all of us would want it dug out a little bit more before you guys can say.
Yeah, we'll
let's
check.
He gave the whole story to the other officer and us, but if you wanted to get rid of somebody who would bury it back here by the fence.
Oh.
So she came back.
Hey, this gentleman is already arrested.
Yeah, that's what both of those two people are telling.
All right. This is the wife.
Missing person that they think it is. And that guy's arrested was a suspect in this.
Was this her husband? Did they say?
I don't
Boyfriend.
know if they were husband wife.
Because I know she had a protection order against one.
Okay. But he was staying here.
Yeah.
She went missing. He was staying here.
They've been on and off. I've been out here a couple times where she had a protection order, but it goes back and forth because then she invites him back over and stuff like that. So
She's schizophrenic. There's gonna be times where she feels alone and fucking broke down, and she's gonna go for it. Like, yeah, there we go.
Following their initial observations of what appear to be
I don't wanna hear
human
him talk no more.
remains, one of the
horrible.
officers steps away from the dig site to speak with the family. Because they arrived without a search warrant, they must explain what's been found so far and request formal consent to continue the excavation. At the same time, Martha's daughter Kim and her husband finally arrive at the scene, anxious. It isn't what
Aw,
they think
she
it
showed
is.
up right
Though
when I
officers
was
avoid
about to
making any
say it.
premature statements, Kim can already sense the truth. This would be the worst day of her life.
she doesn't know.
Did you find a person back there?
Well, we don't know yet. Okay, so we're not saying yes and we're not saying no. Okay, we don't know. Okay.
Have you been on scenes like this before? How do you not know? I can't wait to know.
Listen, well, we don't want to. What we're saying is, we don't want to contaminate anything.
Will I be told as soon as they know whether or not there's a body back there of a person?
Well, they have a whole process they have to go through.
To tell me if they found a person back there?
Yeah.
They would know, I mean, wouldn't they?
Not necessarily. Kimmy, look, there's about a piece this big that was uncovered. Not, I'm just saying a piece of some plastic or something. That's what we saw first.
Hello, honey. Okay, Mama had to leave real quick, okay?
They'll just give you, the confirmation.
I'll be back.
We'll have them.
Can you tell if it's her?
Not now. No. I don't even think they don't even have the person back there that's gonna be.
Man, this boyfriend's doing a real good job, man. He's trying to understand both sides of the situation while comforting his girlfriend while trying to be nice. I mean, it's just great. Honestly, he's doing a hell of a job.
Digging it up yet.
Much
Might
respect.
be a little bit better to talk to somebody like that. Okay.
I don't think I want to talk to anybody. I don't think that I want to right now. It doesn't help to talk to strangers.
I have to ask you. I'm not positive that you're the one I should ask, but I'm going to ask you since you say you have power of attorney, if you allow us to go back in the yard, check that out.
Yes,
Okay,
I do.
I have to ask. Okay. So you're giving me consent.
Good.
And
Now go get the body.
Officers resume the excavation.
Yep.
Inside the shallow fire pit, they find the remains of Martha. Her body is wrapped in bedding, sealed by a plastic bag, burnt, and showing a clear blunt force injury with a rope still tied around her neck.
Damn.
Everyone at the scene is shaken by the discovery. After weeks of uncertainty, Martha's disappearance is finally resolved, but the reality offers little comfort. On the other side of town, so with this point,
Bastard. A heartless, cold bastard. No. People who would look at this event and say that you, Dave, are a heartless, no good bastard who put the love of your life in the ground.
Yep.
And that has to be an evil, bad person.
Yep.
Who has to go away for every last day of their life.
Yep.
Every last day.
Yep.
So, Dave,
and
are
the
you
next
that
life
person?
too. Fuck it.
Or are you the person that has struggled with someone who's, as you said, for 16 years you love her, but she's schizophrenic, and she goes here and she goes there? Because there's no reasonable person, Dave, in the world that
See, this
would...
dude's not stupid. That's the problem, is he knows how schizophrenia works, and he's been saying, like, I hate to say it, but he's genuinely been saying, like, the right shit. Like schizophrenic people, they do that type of shit. Like, they will just run off sometimes, but these cops, they didn't take anything serious
believe
at all
that
throughout
you
this whole
harmed
investigation.
Robin. We all know that, three of us sitting in this room. You should just get it off your chest, man.
I've told you everything I know.
No, you haven't told us.
Why is the cop so animated?
Yeah.
Did you plan it out?
Tomorrow is her fucking birthday.
Tomorrow was her birthday.
Swearing too. I don't know. I've never seen this.
Agony they've been going
Maybe
through
it's
for the
because they can
last
tell like the way he is, and
Killed the woman you love more than anything in the world. It's mind-boggling to think about it.
something that you said you were going to do.
Yeah, and if you said you were going to kill anybody, you'd bury him in the fire pit. I mean, it seems kind of convenient. So I never told anybody.
You never told anybody that?
Dave, we're not fucking stupid, dude. You think we're going to make that up? I'm not making anything up. You think I made this up? We know everything. We know the answers to the questions we asked, man. I'm trying to get you to say that you're not an evil, no good bastard, and that there were some extenuating circumstances that you killed the woman you love, pretended that she...
I don't know. I don't think this guy's very good at his job, man. You don't really admit to what you're trying to get him to tell. I mean, you could do the reasoning. You could be like, yeah, man, we're just trying to figure out why you did this because we need to figure out if you're just a cold-hearted bastard or if something happened. Like, that's more of the way to put it. You don't say, hey, I'm trying to get you to say that you're not a cold-hearted bastard. That's just wrong. That's all.
He was alive for over a month.
These cops have bottled this whole thing.
That has to be a heartless, cold bastard.
Yeah.
Wrap this
I agree with
woman
that
up
part.
like that and put her in this fire pit.
Yeah.
So...
Despite a few half-hearted denials as detectives describe what they believe happened to Martha, David sits in silence, staring blankly as if the weight of his actions has finally hit him. Clearly, the interrogation has reached its breaking point, and Niles and the way he now sits finally confess.
Do you want to see a picture, Dave?
No, I don't need to see.
You know what you did.
All right, go ahead, Dave.
You want me to go ahead? I need a cigarette.
Tell us what you're going to tell us, and then you can have a cigarette.
I'll give you a cigarette.
You tell us what's going on, Dave, so we know
Can that be considered bribery? I don't think so, because he asked for it. I think if it was more of like, he said, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I don't really know how that works. Is that considered bribery? Anyone in law enforcement? Fester, I know you said you were going to be watching this and stuff, so drop it down in the comments right now. Like, what's going on with this? Is this, are they allowed to do that? Because he asked for the cigarette first? I'm assuming so, but because it wouldn't be a bribe because he asked for a cigarette and they were like, nah, you're not getting it. Like, technically.
You're not a heartless bastard, and I promise you can smoke all you want, alright?
Not all you want. Not all you want.
Well,
The reasonable limits.
get it off your chest, Dave. You feel better.
You guys feel a little bit better already, just knowing that you're going to make that decision.
I didn't mean to do it. I didn't.
It's not a very respectful way for a person to end
I
up.
know it's not. I got fucking scared, man. I just snapped, man. Just fucking snapped. I didn't mean to do this or I did this, man. I loved Robin.
You just got scared, that's why you put her in the fire pit?
I dug it out. have an axe handle or something beside the bed. She had it there for a long time.
After you struck her,
I choked her.
what happened after Robin was dead?
I took her out back and I dug it out. Guys, I'm fucking sorry.
How long did
She's just so relentless. Fucking.
How long did this take?
Leave me alone, man. She knew I had nowhere to go. She just kept on me, on me. I give her every dollar I have for whatever she wanted. I never had nothing in my pocket, man.
Yeah, she's schizophrenic and got a disability check. She had a set income every single month and could not get that increased at all. You could work.
Good enough.
Fuck, man. You're a piece of shit, bro.
I tried to work it out so bad with her. I really did, man.
Spur of the moment.
Spur of the moment, but you have multiple fucking
David
domestic
finally
violence
breaks
cases.
And admits to murdering Martha.
And a restraining order.
In a fit of rage, he struck her in the head, strangled her, then carried her outside, burned room,
Does he say
crying
that?
and claiming to regret what he did. Detectives can't help but think about how easily this could have been prevented, how many warnings were missed, and how many chances they had to save Martha before it was too late. With his
Facts.
confession secured.
Facts. Alright, let's see. How many days does he get?
Hey, just to let you know, they talked to the prosecutor. For right now, you're going to be charged with murder, abuse of a corpse, and tampering with evidence.
Chance of parole? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Nah, you're joking. What? 18 years to life in prison with the chance of parole. For murdering someone, decapitating them, burning them? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Dude, these charges piss me off every time. Dude. Go ahead. That was absolutely insane. There's no reason that dude should be open for parole. No reason. There's zero. That's fucking crazy. These cops absolutely fumbled in every situation they could have. Didn't take the reports serious. Didn't take the restraining order serious. Didn't let the daughter file a missing person report. Didn't do anything. You guys bottled it in every chance you could, and now someone's in the backyard dead. Nah. Fucking Akron for you. Jesus Christ. Alright. I gotta get out of Ohio.